to be critiquing 10 photos from the first 10 months after I was signed as a model. I went through all my photos and I picked out 10 photos that I want to scrutinize a little bit, point out some things that I wish I could have done better at the time in those shoots. Now, obviously this is all with hindsight. I don't blame myself for not knowing these things at the time. I have learned so much in the past 3.5 years that I have been modeling, and I really wanted to make this video to hopefully show you some of the mistakes that I made early on, just so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Now, I just want to make it very clear that I'm not critiquing the photographer, whether it is someone taking a picture of me on the iPhone or a photo shoot. I'm not critiquing the editing, anything except just me, myself, and how I think I did in the photo and things I could have done better. Let's jump into the first photo. This is from the very first shoot that I did after I signed with my agency. So this is the end of October in 2019. I had no idea what I was doing still. All I knew is that I wanted to shoot as much as I could and get lots of practice in. So my friend, who at the time was interested in photography, we set up a little shoot with her sister-in-law, who was a makeup artist, and we just kind of wanted to go with the season. There are so many successful photos from this shoot. I think I really did quite well overall for how new I was to being photographed. The only thing I would have done differently with these photos is take the hair tie off my wrist. It needs to go. Next photo. This is from my first headshot shoot. I had my same friend who did the last photos take these ones because I needed a headshot. I did a couple of things wrong in these pictures. For one, I was wearing jewelry. That's unacceptable for headshots. Don't wear jewelry. Absolutely no jewelry, especially when you're doing headshots. The other thing is I wish I would have allowed myself to smile in these photos. When I first started modeling, I really just thought modeling wasn't smiling. I didn't understand how much smiling and emotion there was in modeling, especially in Utah where we have a commercial market. So my advice to me in this picture is just smile. Put something else on your face besides that straight face. Okay, third photo. This one was just an iPhone shoot. We just went out in the wilderness and took some pictures real quick to be cute. It really was for practice because I really needed lots of practice. So even though this technically is just a practice, I'm still gonna critique it. At the time, I still really was unsure of posing, and you can tell with this pose in this photo. It's really awkward the way that my hands are holding themselves at the side of my hip. It's not a good look. Just remember that anything that feels awkward probably looks awkward. Next photo. Alright, this is another like iPhone practice photo shoot, and the lesson to learn from this photo is learn what looks good to be worn in pictures. There's a big difference between clothes that are cute for an outfit and clothes that photograph well. It seems like they would be the same thing, but it's really not. And I wish I would have understood sooner how important styling is in your photos. Just because it's a cute outfit that you like doesn't mean it's going to be the best outfit on camera. This next photo, I really wish I would have moved around in this shoot a little bit more. For most of these photos, was just not moving at all. There's a different reason for why I wasn't moving in the photos, but that's not pertinent to the topic of this video, so that'll be for another time. But I wish I just would have moved around more naturally and really gotten into my posing rather than just having it be so stiff and unnatural. Go all in your posing. You can tell if it looks authentic or not, and you definitely don't want to have photos that look inauthentic because then it just doesn't connect with the viewer. Okay, this is my second headshot that I ever got, and it's really cute, but there's a thing or two about makeup for headshots that I just didn't know at the time when I did my makeup for this. I think the makeup's really cute, but the eyebrows are just too thick and too dark. When you're doing headshots, you're supposed to really present yourself as a blank canvas, but also showing your potential at the same time. So by me filling in my eyebrows like this, although it looked really good off camera, on camera it's just way too overpowering for this. And I think it kind of distracts from the rest of me in this photo. All you can really see is those eyebrows. So I should have just toned down the eyebrows and left the makeup as natural as possible. In headshots, you definitely don't want to change the way you look, just enhance your features a little bit. And I know that sounds really cliche to say, but it's true. This picture, this was another like iPhone practice shoot. It was very spontaneous, that's why I'm still wearing my wedding ring. The thing that I needed to focus on at this point in time was what my hands are doing. I've talked about this in a few different videos, mostly like shorts and reels, where I have talked about don't let your hands ruin a photo, but specifically in this one with my hand being so in front and then just looking like this, it's distracting from the whole photo. So just remember, even though sometimes when you're taking a picture, you are not sure how you're framed, you just gotta make sure that every body part is posed and looks good. I should have softened my fingers and then also brought my hand back from the camera a little bit so it's not looking so distorted, because the closer things are to the camera, the bigger they're gonna look. So this was my first like collab shoot with other creators in Utah, other photographers and makeup artists, and a dress rental business. This shoot was so exciting. It was really validating for me to know that somebody thought I was talented and wanted to work with me. However, what I really needed to focus on with a shoot like this is the character that I was playing. Because I'm wearing a wedding dress, it's supposed to be a bridal-esque shoot, so why do I not look like I'm happy or like excited because I'm getting married? This next one is along the same lines. So this shoot was like a faux bachelorette party. I was playing the bride. These were meant to be like my girls, and there are more girls in this photo shoot that are not in this photo specifically, but if you zoom in on my face in this picture, I'm not looking like I'm having the time of my life with my best friends and I'm gonna get married tomorrow. I look scared and almost like I'm uncomfortable. So once again, just focus on character, bring the emotions alive based on the backstory that you create, because you can't just expect a photo to turn out good if you have not processed what the emotions are supposed to be in that photo. Okay, this is the last one. It's another bridal themed one, pretty much the same critique. Why don't I look happy to be getting married? Why is there a blank expression on my face? It's fine to do like a pretty beauty shot where you're staring into the camera, but this is like every single photo from these photographers. Character is so important, and that's something I didn't really realize until recently, but hopefully you realize it a lot sooner than me thanks to this video. And that's it for this video today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any other critiques from these photos based on what you just saw. If there's anything I forgot to mention that you think would be a helpful tip, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest if you want to come follow me and hang out on those social platforms as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!